this red button, he clicks in here and he knows. Or alternatively, what he could do is that he could simply say next by this review button, review tab here, and you could say next. So he gets the first comment. He clicks next, he goes on to the second comment. He clicks next and he goes on to the third comment. So that is something that you could do, that if you wish to review a file, so you can add up the comments to it. If you wish to review a file, what you could do is that you could add up comments to it. Now, at times what happens is, these are the buttons that are available and we don't want to see this whole because it's actually occupying a lot of space. So all you could do is that you could double click it and it's going to be minimized. You can double click it and it's going to get minimized. You double click it again and it's going to open up. You double click any button, it's going to open up. You double click any button, it's going to close. You double click, it's going to open. Is that okay? Now, for example, I don't want anyone to change these cells. So what I can do is that I could select them. I could right click them. I could say format cells. And I could say protection. And I would say locked. Okay, wait. Okay. So for example, I just clicked on them and I said that I want to protect them. They're locked. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to go on to the review and I would say protect worksheet. When it will ask me to protect worksheet, so it would say protect worksheet and contents of locked cell. For example, I'm saying that there is a password to unprotect the sheet, ABC. It's asking me the password again, ABC. Okay. Now, if I delete this cell, would it be deleted? The answer is no. It would say that this whole sheet is being protected. If I delete, would it be deleted? No. Okay. If I delete, would it be deleted? Yes. Why? Because this whole workbook has not been protected. It's only this worksheet that has been protected here. So for example, if I want to make changes, how can I do it? I can just go back to the review. I could say unprotect the worksheet and I could just write down my password. Okay. Review, unprotect. So I've just written down my password. So I'm now being able to change the cell content. So this is going to be considered as protecting the worksheet. If I want to protect the worksheet is from the review tab and protect worksheet. If I say protect workbook, so I need to say this, right click here, save as, this Excel workbook. And then under this Excel workbook, I need to say tools. I repeat, what did I do? I said that save as. And when I'm required to save it as, here before the save button, there's a tools button. I can click on tools and I could say general options. And I would say that I want this to be password protected. I want this to be password protected. So this is something that you can do. Let's say ABC. ABC. Save. Now, for example, if I open it up, it's going to ask me this password. It's going to ask me the password. So I'll open it up with the password. It will ask me the password and I'm going to open it up with the password. Is that okay now? Okay. So we have also understood that how to protect the workbook. So the general options at the time of saving workbook has to be selected. And then what you will be able to do is that you will be able to protect the whole workbook. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be talking about the multiple formula of the spreadsheet. So if I talk about the multiple formula of the spreadsheet, the number one of them is, which is a very common formula. It's known as sum. What do you mean by sum? Sum means to add up. So if I take up this sheet number 3 here, assume that I've got this information here, 20. Assume that I've got this information in here. And if I need to add up all of them, what are the options? One of the options is I need to say this is equivalent to, I just need to press equal to here, this cell, and then a plus sign, then this cell, 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 then the plus sign, and then this cell, and then a plus sign, and this. And when I've selected all the cell, I need to press an enter button. So I get the sum. The other way of doing it is, I could just say in here equals to sum. So I've told you that one of the ways of doing it is that I could simply add up all these cells, or I could say E equals to sum here till here. Select these cells and you can say enter.